Welcome back to another Peak District adventure and to Hermits Cave. So I'm out today with my daughter Lily.
Hello.
There's Lily. We've parked in Elton today and we've made our way the mile or so up the hill to Hermits Cave here. A really interesting place. Dates back to I think it's the 13th or 14th century. And it's named Hermits Cave because a hermit once lived here. And inside there, which I'm hoping is appearing on screen now, is a kind of a carving in the rock that was created by the hermit that lived in this cave. So we've got an interesting walk plan today. There's another place of interest, a very short distance away from here. So we'll take you to that next. So over there is the next point of interest, Robin Hood's Stride. We've been up there and descended away from it because it's popular with climbers, which you can probably see. So Robin Hood's Stride, and this is what legend tells us, so it's probably a load of nonsense. We know how those legend stories go, but it gets its name because the two pinnacles on the top apparently were the length of Robin Hood's Stride, but I mean there's quite a distance between them, so I'm not convinced. Over there is even more history. Try not to get Lily too much into the shot, but there's a 4-stone circle over there, again dating back to a similar time to Hermit's Cave. This whole area really is covered in history. Right, Lily's starting to get cold because we stood around, so we'll make our way further on the walk and see what else we can find. So that's the 4-stone circle that I mentioned earlier, just to the right of the big tree over there. So this is Lily's first walk out since June, when we walked in the Lake District up Fairfield Horseshoe and Loughrig Fell. Put you off a bit, didn't it?
Yes, I've not been able to walk since.
I had to twist her arm to come today, and you know, those who've been watching my channel for a while, it's going to cost me a takeaway. It always does. You're enjoying it so far though, aren't you?
Not particularly.
She is really. Got the beautiful village of Yorgreave down there, with the church in the middle. We were going to stop on that bench for a cup of tea, but there are some cows over there, so we've opted against it. We're not a fan, are we, Lily?
Definitely not.
So we've just made our way down past the beautiful River Lathcale there. Forgot to mention where we're actually going today. We're heading to a place called Stanton Moor, and not decided if we're going to the Nine Ladies Stone Circle or the Cork Stone. We'll go to one of those. What we're doing so far though is keeping a 5-bar gate of how many times Lily moans or complains on this walk. So I'll get her in shot. That'd help. So I think we're an hour and a half in, and how many times is it so far?
5 or 6.
5 or 6. I should have bought my AirPods so I could listen to some music instead. Lily's made a new friend. She's feeding the goats. We think they're goats. So we've just made it onto Stanton Moor. I'm going to make her over to the Nine Ladies Stone Circle next. Lily's had to get my walking poles. I think she's finding it tough today, aren't you, your first walk back?
Very tough.
I think what we're up to with the moaning? Must be double figures at least now.
Probably 1,001.
I think this is our last ever walk, she said. So we've made it here to the Nine Ladies Stone Circle over there. An area that dates back to the early Bronze Age. We've just been reading the sign here. Gives you a little bit of information about the place, and it mentions that it's an area that's been used for kind of religious ceremonies, etc. And although they're out of focus, obviously they wouldn't appreciate me having them on camera, but there are a couple of people in the stone circle now carrying out what looks like some kind of religious ceremony. Quite interesting, isn't it, Lily?
Yeah, it actually is. I've just been reading this information thing.
Yeah, I mean, this area is absolutely fantastic. You know, so much history, all mostly Bronze Age related. Right, shall we carry on, Lily?
Yes.
I think she's ready for a cup of tea, so we're going to go and find somewhere to have one. So this area is fantastic. There's some really stunning views from up here. Lots to explore and see. Over in that direction, you won't be able to see it, it's over the hill. It's the Corkstone. There might be a picture on screen now, if I've got one, from a previous walk. If there isn't, I haven't. We're not going to go there today. I think if I extend the walk even by 100 yards, I don't think Lily will speak to me again for about a month.
Nope.
So we're just going to carry on the path straight down, and I think we'll cut it a little bit shorter through Birchover, because I think she's chomping at the bit to get back to the car and rest up. Oh, what a lovely little find this is. Roughall Rocks. Not even heard of this before. It's like walking down the path and stumbled on it. Just had a quick look round. It looks like there's a couple of little caves in here. Beautiful little area. A bit difficult to navigate, it's a bit overgrown, but get a few of these like little gritstone tours dotted around this part of the Peak District. People associate these with the popular areas such as Froggatt and Kerborough, etc. But yeah, this one looks quite impressive. I think we're going to just have a quick explore around and see if we can see any of those caves. You can see Hermits, or the top of Hermits Cave over there, where we started earlier. So we're almost at the end of another walk. Just making our way up this lane back into Elton. So in total, I think by the time we get back to the car, the walk will be exactly 9 miles, which is exactly what I promised Lily it would be at the start. The first time ever, I do believe, that we've not done more miles than I'd said we'd be doing. Is that okay?
Yep, I never thought this day would come.
But I've learnt my lesson. I get the sulking treatment if I extend the walk beyond what I've promised, so I've plotted this one out properly. Right, okay, this is a fantastic walk, by the way. I will put a link to the route map in the video description. Well worth checking out. A lot of interesting places to see along the way. But thanks as always for watching this one. We'll see you soon. It's bye from me and...
Bye from me.
Bye for now.